Welcome back to Cloud 9. Now, you might be wondering why I'm several blocks up in the sky. Well, that diamond that I needed to finish off the pickaxe to be able to get a Fortune 3 pickaxe, I have finally got. As you can see, right here. Fortune 3, Efficiency 4, pretty damn good. In the process, I ended up finding a mine shaft which intersected with a lush cave, meaning, well, we don't have it on me, but I now have moss, and somehow it's pretty damn close to where we went mining before. It's just down another cave which I didn't go down, so yes. And I left a lot of iron behind, but we also took a lot with us, meaning that we can now make an anvil, but with our fortune pickaxe, let's see how much we get out of this stack. Oh, also in said lush cave, I found an axolotl. There was only one there, so I now have an axolotl in a bucket, which I shall name soon, but I need to decide on the name, to be honest. Haven't quite worked that one out yet. And out of that, we got a stack and 41. That is incredibly good. Okay, right, we'll smelt that up, and with that, we should be able to make an anvil. Also, you might be wondering, why do I have this? Well, 2 pillagers just came up on me and jumped me, so I killed them. No captain, just 2 pillagers, all by themselves. Don't know why, but they were there. We also have a Feather Falling 4 book. We can whack that onto our boots. That should do. Now I'm going to go over here and see if there are any other enchantments that we can put on a book, but is it gonna be bad? I know it is. Multi-shot power to disgusting. Disgusting. Let's make a shovel. We need a shovel anyway, so let's make a shovel, see what we get. Fingers crossed it's something good. Unbreaking 3. Is it a risk? It's a risk, isn't it? It's not a risk worth taking. Please don't be fortune. Unbreaking 3 again. We're just gonna have to take it. Efficiency 4 Unbreaking 3. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. I will happily take that. I also said last time that I was going to build a bridge in the nether. I have sort of started on it, but it's going to take longer than I expected. As you can see, I've got this running along here for a bit, but it does stop just over there, which is a shame, but I shall be creating a nether hub, just because it's so much easier for transport. Probably with like a minecart or something, potentially, maybe a minecart system. However, something that we do need to do, other than, you know, get mending and all the other enchanty thingies, is collect some resources for our build. And the best way of doing that is going to the mesa, mining a bunch of terracotta, dyeing it red, and also, what else do we need to get? A bunch of gravel, which we should be able to get. That's not too difficult to find. Ooh. Is there anything else that we... Sand, I suppose, for concrete. And a bunch of mushrooms, which, you know, we can see over there, but we can grow them ourselves because we have a bunch of bone meal from our skeleton farm, which we can use to grow them. But I think for now, it's time to head over to the desert and the mesa and collect a bunch of materials over there. And here we are, after a lot of resource collecting, which took quite a while. We even had to get a creaking heart from the pale garden over there. We have all the resources we need, but turns out, yes, I'm the one who made this build, by the way. I don't need any red terracotta. I need glazed red terracotta. And I've definitely overestimated the amount of resources I need. I mean, I've got the schematic and it's nothing of the sort, I'm not gonna lie. But I think I remember, yeah, I'm gonna have to smelt it like this, which is fun, but that's okay. And we just have to, you know, build the rest of it while this is smelting. Don't get me started on crimson trees. They are the worst things to harvest. I think it's I forgot to get white concrete and white terracotta. Yes, now our data pack is finally working. It wasn't working for a second there, but now we can get our white concrete. We're going to need a lot more than that. I think it's time that we built this base once and for all, and then we can move on from there. And to do the interior, I have no idea what the interior is going to look like. I haven't decided on that yet. That's like a later issue. But let's get this exterior done in 3, 2, 1, go. Base is done. Let's ignore that for the moment. So this took quite a while. However, I did end up having enough resources apart from the resin. That's a pain to get, so I think I'm going to make a resin farm at some point, considering I will need it in the future. But if we go inside, I have done a tiny bit of interior, not too much, but we've got a little storage system back here, and a barrel full of all of our first things. The diamond pickaxe is there because, you know, it's almost broken, so we do need to get mending soon. Then up here, I misjudged the windows, so I just had to put a mezzanine in, which is fine. You know, it's still very much not done, this interior, by the way, as you can see. We've got our bed there, then over here we have the beginning of the tower. We go up there in a second. As you can see, there's a door there, there's a door here. You go out this door, and you walk through this door, and it's the most pointless walkway ever, but we move. We move. Up here we have our little smelting area where we have a bunch of charcoal going. We've got some wood in here, and then that's where the charcoal will go once we've got excess. And up here we finally have the enchanting table. We've got our resources in here, we've got the grindstone, the anvil, and a spore blossom at the top to give us some lovely particles. If we go up here, across here, then we have an attic space, and then we also have the inside of the mushroom, which I have, well, I've sort of thought that maybe I could do like a brewery in here, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, given the fact that it's this uneven. I've got to work on that. I've really got to work on that. But yeah, that is the entirety of the base, which is quite large and serves practically all of our needs at this point in time. However, there is one massive gap in all of this, and that is the fact that we don't have all the saplings we need. We need to get some spruce, which we can just get from fortuning bees, and then we also do need to get pale oak saplings. Once again, we can get from that. We need to get cherry saplings. Oops. Which shouldn't be too far away. We need to get bamboo, jungle, and mangrove. That was it. I forgot about mangrove. So I think it's time we went on a little journey around the world to try and get all of the saplings. Starting right here with our pale oak and spruce. And there we have our spruce and our pale oak. And what I do want to do is create another axe and try and get fortune on it, just so we don't always get leaves when we chop down trees. Okay, well, that'll do for the moment. Obviously, we know where the jungle is. We know where the mangrove swamp is. However, oh, we also know where bamboo is. We can get bamboo. Just the only thing that I don't know where it is cherry. So that might take us a bit longer, but I think first we're going to go for jungle, then for mangrove, and get a tiny bit more acacia while we're at it. And here we can grab our bamboo. We can finally place our mangrove propagule into the slot where it belongs, which is there. And then we can also increase our acacia supplies, because they're lacking, to say the least. And we can also add in our bamboo, which came after cherry. And now the last thing we need to do is find a cherry biome, which I have no idea where one is. We should head this way, as we haven't gone this way before. So that's probably where I'm going to go next. I've chosen this way because it is not in the direction of the warm biomes. We don't have azalea leaves. I forgot that was kind of a whole tree, but not really a tree because it's just the leaves. Right, we have a pillager outpost. I fear we can outrun them quite easily. Goat horn! It's okay. I've heard better ones. Dark oak. Carrots. We don't have carrots or potatoes yet. Or a crossbow. We might as well take that. And some arrows. Let's get a sneaky little. Sneaky little advancement there. Not too bad. I want to release the allays and the iron golem. Oh my, they have aim. The allays are in here. Oh, please come back. Please come back. Wait, I've just trapped myself in a cage. Go get him. Or not, okay. I need to find that other allay. They're 100% chasing me, aren't they, as well? I forget about that. Yes, okay, we got the allay. Now it's time we can get out of here. And finally, we have found a cherry biome. I came up on top of this hill because, I mean, it's a hill. And luckily, we have come across a cherry biome. Finally, so we can pop over there and get the stuff that we need. And with that, we can begin to head back home, hoping that our nether portal isn't too far away, which it shouldn't be. No, it is, never mind. We have a slight issue. Yeah. This is going to take much longer than expected, but it's okay. And I'm definitely not slightly frustrated, and definitely don't want to get netherite soon because of that. But we're almost there. I mean, we've only got that many more blocks to go, so it's not like it's a while. No, yeah, of course there's a Two hoglins. Ah, that's disgusting. Like, I can take them, but they hit quite hard. Okay, that's harder than I thought. Never mind. Wait, I'm not gonna make it in time, am I? That was too close for comfort. I didn't like that. Still need to get rid of that deep slate block, by the way. All of that just for some cherry. Was it worth it? Was it worth it for something that I'm probably not going to use for a while? No. Absolutely not. We don't have a pickaxe at the moment. I suppose we have that one, which is a tiny bit better, but that is quite a large issue. The fact that both of our pickaxes are almost broken. Like, we could repair them with diamonds, but it's just not worth it when we have a village not too far away which we can kidnap villagers from. It's time to get together a railway and kidnap some villagers and bring... Well, kidnap one villager to be exact, because I only want mending at the moment, and bring them, like, up here, just chilling in our room, to be honest. I think that would be the best course of action. Or maybe just in the corner here. No, because a zombie would get in. Yeah, we've got to take them up here. I hate hoglins with a passion. Oh, ancient debris. How have I not seen that before? Sometimes I question myself. Oh, there we go. Hidden in the depths. We're going to run out of rails. We should probably start on the other side. Oh my god, why is it so fast? Oh, the new minecart mechanics. I didn't expect it to go that fast. And with this, we shall send the villager to the nether. Or not. Or, yeah, just get on there. Just, yep. Get up there, and that can... Yep. Oh my god. Yeah, that villager's gone. We need to pick up this track, actually. Just fingers crossed, the villager's not dead. Wrong way, mate. Wrong way. I'm gonna have to bring you around like this now, aren't I? Had to be annoying. Nope. Oh, you're kidding me. Of course there's a bloody hoglin. There's always a hoglin. There's always a hoglin. I hate hoglins. I sincerely do. What do I even do in this situation? That's one hoglin down. Nice. Right. It's time to get you back on your journey. To captivity. Because I kidnapped you. Yes, that is correct. I did indeed kidnap you. Why is that, you ask? Well, you're going to give me a mending book as soon as I ask. Otherwise, I'm going to be very annoyed. And try again, to be honest. That's all I'm going to do. Please. Right, that villager's going to end up... Ah, we should probably send in the furnace minecart, actually. Oh. The furnace minecart went so fast that it passed through the villager. Right, here you are. Now for the finishing touches, we have our little temporary villager training space. It doesn't look great at the moment, but I will change it in future. Why do you want the barrel? You can't get to the barrel? Why do you want it? There's not even a barrel down there anymore. What do you want? Oh, it's going to be the corner barrel or the composter, isn't it? There's a job. Take the job. What could you be Sorry. What could you be looking for? There is a lectern there. If you're looking for that barrel still. What do you want from... You're not having the barrel. I will make you stop jumping. Okay. It will happen. If you're looking at any other barrel other than that one, I don't know what to do. $20 for mending. I don't care. I'm just gonna take it. I don't care. I don't care if that's like... I just hope it doesn't change its trade now, because I don't have an emerald on me. So we've got to lock it in with paper. That was so incredibly painful, but it ended up being quite smooth in the end, so I don't know how to feel. Right, because we need paper to trade with this villager, I think it's time we made a sugarcane farm, which I believe we have the resources for. And with the finishing touches, we can create a hopper chest collection system. And just block that up so they don't go flying out. Essentially, that is complete. Not too bad, if you ask me. Oh yeah, it's ugly as hell, but eventually it shall be encased by a build. At some point. At some point. I'm just going to sit at the top of this enchanting tower and wait while our farm does its work. It's just been thundering, and I've been AFKing the farm, and there's a skeleton horse there. Is this going to be a skeleton horse trap? Yes, it is. No, don't kill the horses. Oh my god. Holy punch. That's like... That cannot be punch 2. I think there's one more, maybe? Yep. No! I killed one of the horses. No. That means we've got... I don't even know if they get led by wheat. Oh, they absolutely do not. Okay, good to know. 1, 2, and 3. There's pillagers coming. No. Stay away from the pillagers. I can see them on the mini-map. I'll go and kill them in a second. Come on. What are you doing? Okay, this way. My 3 skeleton horses. There we go, killed the captain. Not too bad. I think hot chocolate is what I'm going for, and I'm going to name every single axolotl I get after a drink, because why not? So we have Bon Appetit, Boney M, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Don't question it, okay? Don't question it. I've just leveled this villager up to apprentice. Mending for 20. Mending again for 16. I want to know what the chances of that happening is for the same enchanted book to come up twice. I have never seen that happen before. But I guess that's a better deal than what we already had. You are a very useful villager. 2 days later now, and I have AFK'd this world for quite a while. Yeah, basically it's been open for these last 2 days, just me stood here, and should we just say, it has been very successful. We have mending on our kebab stick, on our abnormally pointy stick, our silk tree chopper, our silky, which is actually a type of chicken, as I found out. That is a chicken. We have fortune cookie, self-explanatory. Bow down to me. Bow down to me, yeah, funny one. And fly me to the moon with our Riptide 3 trident. And then we also have mending on our priceless panties and our bedazzling booties. We just need another mending book for our chestplate, helmet, shield. Yes, I enchant my shield. It's okay, we move. And flint and steel. Yes, I do that as well. And my hoe. And something else. Shears. But, like, these things are later, because we don't use these as much. The hoe, though, we will need to enchant fairly soon, because that's needed for collecting Crimson Wart block thing. But yes, during that time, I also went down into the mines, and I found this huge cave. It's so big, oh my god. Quite a few, goodies from that. And I think what I'm going to do is silk touch one of every ore, just so we can keep it if the wandering trader comes with mini blocks, or just as, you know, like a collection thing, because I like collecting things, and that's important in this game now, especially with templates and... Is that that's a phantom. Oh, okay, spit might be good for this. Especially with templates and shards. I'm untouchable by phantoms now. No! Oh, that's not gone well. I'm gonna have to pillar up, back up there now. And I will say I have installed a few more mods. I know we need to get around to mining down that massive pole, but I have installed a few mods, and the best way to show it is through JEI. We have trading post, just so when we get like a trading hall, it's easier to trade with them. I felt it didn't add too much, it just adds that, so I felt that was okay. Then we have the bartering station, which is basically the same thing, so I thought I might as well add that in as well. And yeah, I think those are the two main ones. There are a couple of other things, as you can see, my bars, which I do need to sort out because they're very customizable apparently. However, there is something else, but I'm going to leave that to a later date, if I don't get killed by this skeleton first. I will say I did start off this mining trip by just using fortune, especially on the iron, so we already have like 3 stacks of that. But on top of that, we got a stack and a bit of raw iron, 45 diamonds, a bunch more lapis, and a bunch more redstone, as well as a tiny bit of gold. I would say that's successful. We now have so much more iron. That is a pretty good supply. That is pretty good. As well, I found the lush cave again, and I found another axolotl, so we're going to have to rename our axolotl at some point. I'm trying to work out what drink is blue and pink. Nothing's coming to mind. And after a lot more AFKing and a lot of re-rolled enchants, you can see we are down to level 1 on our XP, which isn't great, but I'll tell you what is great. That. It is an absolute menace. I've got every single enchantment on it that I could possibly have. Our sword is also looking pretty good. Not as good as our kebab stick, because that is my prized possession. We also have a lot of other stuff just enchanted to a higher level, or even fully enchanted. And the only thing that's missing mending is our chest plate, then obviously our hoe, our shovel, and flint and steel, shield and shears, but those 3 are a later issue. I would say this episode we have done a fair amount of stuff. We've built the starter base, we got a villager, it sells mending books twice, don't question it. We collected every single tree. We got our 3 horses. We made a sugarcane farm. And we installed a few mods. And one of them I haven't shown is audio player, which means I can make custom music discs. Now what I'm holding in my hand is called Shroomcraft, or the Shroomcraft theme. Now this harkens back to one of my very, very old series. Don't go back and watch it. I sound terrible. My storytelling was terrible. My acting in real life was pretty damn good. In Minecraft, absolutely not terrible. So I wouldn't suggest going back and watching it. But we do have a theme tune from it, which I made many, many years ago. And we now have it on this music disc, which takes us directly into our next thing, which I shall announce after this. We have finally, to be honest, I actually need to go and get something for this. You'll notice we can strip it, giving it a very unique texture. Now this isn't it. We can pick these up and you'll notice we now have stripped mushroom stem. We can turn that into stripped mushroom hyphae or shroomwood planks. And this has a whole entire wood variant dedicated to it, and I think it, you know, firstly, quite a nice wood variant. Secondly, harkens back to the first SMP I was ever on / recorded, and this isn't it. If we were to go to a mushroom island, which I sadly don't know where one is, we would find this mushroom tree wood type alongside 3 others. These are blue, pink, well, pinky purple, and wait, hang on, what's the other colour? I should know this. And orange, of course it's orange. So it gives us 4 more wood types to mess around with. I would call that a very, very successful episode. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!